The Winter Spark. Chapter 1. Two Flags, One Heart. Mina bounced on her toes, a familiar K-pop tune humming in her head. Her living room felt extra cozy tonight, filled with the exciting glow of the big flat-screen TV. It wasn't just any night. It was the start of the Winter Olympics. And this time it felt even bigger, grander, more significant. It was 2026 and the games were in Italy, Milano to be precise. The ancient city was now adorned with sparkling new stadiums and filled with the vibrant energy of athletes from all corners of the globe. Mina, now a savvy 7th grader at Northwood Middle School who knew all about hard work and finding balance, both in her studies and in her extracurriculars, was buzzing with a new kind of excitement. She loved watching the speedy ice skaters, their blades carving intricate patterns on the ice, and the brave snowboarders, fearlessly launching themselves off towering ramps. She glanced around the room, appreciating the familiar comfort of her home. Soft, plush cushions adorned the sofa, arranged just so, and the scent of cinnamon from a recently lit candle filled the air. A half-finished puzzle lay on the coffee table, a testament to the many hours spent piecing it together with her family. "Almost time," Mina exclaimed, turning towards the kitchen, where her parents were putting the finishing touches on dinner. "I can't believe it's finally here. 4 years feels like forever." Her dad, David, a warm, friendly man with a perpetual smile, emerged from the kitchen, wiping his hands on a dish towel. "Patience, Mina," he chuckled, using the Korean term of endearment. "Good things come to those who wait. And besides, the opening ceremony is always worth the wait. All the pageantry, the music, the athletes. It's quite a spectacle." "Spectacle is right," Mina's mom, Sarah, added, joining them with a steaming bowl of kimchi jjigae, a spicy Korean stew. "I remember watching the Olympics when I was your age. It was always such a magical experience. Still is, to be honest." Kimchi was now a staple in the household ever since Mina had tried it in that Korean restaurant last year. The following week she brought her family back and they instantly fell in love with the cuisine, although it did tend to be a bit too spicy for their palate. Their home was a wonderful fusion of both cultures, a testament to their blended family. Sometimes they ate yummy Korean kimchi with chopsticks, learning about traditional dishes from cookbooks or from their favorite local Korean restaurant, Kim's Kitchen, down on Main Street. Other times they had classic American hamburgers with French fries, complete with all the fixings. Mina's bedroom even had a poster of Kim Yuna, Queen Yuna, her favorite figure skater whose flawless spins and jumps seemed to defy gravity. Kim Yuna, a Korean legend, was a constant reminder of the incredible talent from her birth country. Snowboarder Chloe Kim was also an amazing inspiration for her, not only because her name reminded her of a friend who she lost, but also because she was a Korean who spoke English just like her. There was a genuine connection she felt with her. "Ooh, kimchi jjigae. My favorite," Mina exclaimed, her eyes lighting up. "Thanks, Mom." "You're welcome, sweetie," Sarah replied, placing the bowl on the table. "Now let's get everything set up so we can enjoy the ceremony and dinner together." As the screen switched to the live ceremony, a wave of color flooded the stadium. Lights sparkled like a million tiny diamonds scattered across the night sky, and music swelled, a powerful crescendo that sent shivers down Mina's spine. It was a truly breathtaking sight. Athletes began to march in, team by team, their faces full of enthusiasm. They waved to the cameras, their eyes shining with pride and excitement. "Look, Mom, there's Team America." Mina pointed, seeing the familiar red, white, and blue uniforms. These were her people from the country where she lived, went to school, and had all her friends. She felt a surge of pride for her family and her home, a deep sense of belonging that warmed her from the inside out. She knew the names of many of the athletes, having followed their journeys and triumphs in the news. Then just a few minutes later, the screen showed a new team marching in. They wore sleek blue and white, carrying the Taegukgi flag featuring a red and blue yin-yang. "And there's Team Korea," her dad said, his voice holding a special note of interest, knowing how much this connection meant to Mina. Mina felt a funny flutter in her chest, a deeper, more complex feeling than just excitement. It was a mix of pride, nostalgia, and a hint of confusion. Team USA was her country where she belonged every day. But Team Korea, that was the country of her birth, the place that was part of her very own story. a story now unfolding with new thoughts of her mother and grandparents. Both flags felt like her flags, pulling at her heart in different ways. She stole a glance at her parents, noticing the knowing smiles on their faces. They understood her internal struggle, the delicate balance she constantly navigated between her two identities. "Mom," Mina asked, her voice a little softer now, almost a whisper, "who are we supposed to root for? Really?" Her mom just smiled, a little twinkle in her eye that Mina recognized as meaning, "This is a question you need to figure out on your own, darling." Her dad gently ruffled her hair. "You'll find your answer, sweetie. Just watch the amazing athletes." But it's so hard," Mina protested, her brow furrowing. "They're both amazing. They're both me." "I know, honey," Sarah said softly, taking Mina's hand. "It's not always easy to navigate these feelings. But that's what makes you special, Mina. You have the unique ability to appreciate and celebrate both cultures." "Just enjoy the show, Mina," David added with a wink. "And don't forget to eat your kimchi jjigae. It'll give you energy to cheer for everyone." Mina loved both countries deeply. She loved her friends and her life in America, and she loved learning about her family's stories and culture from Korea. But as the first competitions began, especially in her very favorite sport, figure skating, that funny flutter turned into a real puzzle. How could she choose when her heart was so divided? And did she even have to? This Olympics felt like more than just a sporting event. It felt like a test, a challenge to her very identity. As the athletes took to the ice, their grace and athleticism captivating the world, Mina knew she had a long journey ahead of her, a journey of self-discovery and acceptance.